Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Broncos coming in at 1-4, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 4-1.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Denver Broncos. Over him. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. They're 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They go play action here on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Lynch looking to throw on second. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. That is going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Lynch to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
All right, here we go. No, check. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Here we go now. Boom, no, check. Patriot.
On third down, Lynch. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go.
Now Lynch on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check. Here we go now.
They'll run. Anderson. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Watch that in. Tight end break. Hurry up, guys. Watch him now, Barney.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Now a run with Anderson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, Lynch. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Let's go.
To throw is Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And again this time to the tailback. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Broncos coming out now. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field. So we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that'll set them back 5. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down. Lynch. Flushed out right. He finds some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, it's Lynch. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And McManus able to put it through. And no update for Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They run the counter now on first down. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Brinza's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
C.J. Anderson, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Lynch. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Ezekiel Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And coming out now, the Broncos. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit!
On second down, Anderson. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Here's Lynch. He's going to go up top for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
It's fielded at the 45. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They run. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go.
They give it to Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Lynch to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go. Dagger.
Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they've got to face a big third down.
The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. Going deep here for Bryant. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. 10th carry now for Anderson. And now running right through it. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Anderson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go.
Toss play. This is Anderson. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Detroit! Here we go.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They come out here in the eye. Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Get ready! Blue 58. Force!
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Dagger! Let's go!
Bridgewater to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. He'll return it from the 6. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.